come on, Tabby. There's a fun little sticker in it for you.
Um,
Uh,
um,
Tabby, you should have paid more attention in class instead of scowling all the time.
oh,
The answer is
oh no.
extermination.
Dude, no! What is up? Hello. It's me. Yeah, I know. I know, you're back. What's up? Uh. Yeah, I ain't made a video in a minute. So, we're here playing this. This is probably gonna end up being like a little series, but you know, we are playing this. Magical Girl is a I can't I don't know if I can say that yet, because I don't wanna. Well, no, I'm not even monetized anyway. This Magical Girl is a bitch. Let's start. It was a dark and stormy Monday. Like any other day of autumn, the skies were overcast. But the students of Middling Middle School were unfazed by the gloom. Instead, the halls were unusually charged with an electric excitement and spooktacular anticipation.
And last but certainly not least, today marks the first day of Halloween Spirit Week. Ooh.
Ooh.
It's time to decorate your homeroom.
Heck yeah. I want to decorate. What do you mean, I want to decorate.
First place gets a prize. That's right. The first place class gets their own pumpkin pie and ice cream party. So,
Hey
put
man,
your best effort in, everyone.
I'd be down for that. I if I want
More
to.
info
I want
online
to.
or, you know,
I like that the cursor's a little wand. I
yeah,
like this.
Keep an eye out for those Spirit Week posters, y'all. Happy spooky season, mascots.
Oh yeah. This video's coming out around Christmas. But the game is themed around like Halloween. What? Don't worry about that.
Nurse's class had something really good planned for their deco. Like guaranteed been good.
Yeah, they're just trying to intimidate us by spreading
Who are these
rumors.
dudes? Den?
Besides, remember last
This is
year?
Den?
Everyone said that one homeroom class had it in the bag.
Hello, Den. I really like
There was
your
Oh,
your
yeah.
features.
The 8-foot skeleton incident?
They're quite unique.
Exactly. Did they ever find out who let that skunk loose?
I don't think so.
Wait. They let a skunk loose?
Well, the point is, who knows what'll happen this year?
I guess we do have a lot of talented people in our class, like...
Oh, hey, Tabby.
Is this me? Is it?
Good morning, Tabby.
Good morning. Tabby was not having a good morning. In fact, Tabby never had a good morning when she was at school. There were too many people looking her way, watching her every move, waiting for her to trip up so they could laugh at her.
They're always sneering at me. Like they think their little cliques are too good for me.
Hey, Tabby.
Like I'm less than them. Less than human.
Man, Tabby is so cool.
Ah,
Yeah, the real aloof type. Like a spy or a secret agent. Or somebody who's undercover.
Pretty sure those are all the same thing.
I always want to ask her to hang out, but I'm like super intimidated.
so she thinks that people are making fun of her, but they're not.
Think she would say yes?
Okay.
Just because we're in the same homeroom? Not a chance. Way too cool for us.
Cool. Oh, I'm eating a Pop-Tart. Hold on. Tabby grew out of wanting friend. Tabby grew out of wanting friends fast. Endless bullying will do that to someone. She couldn't even imagine being that naive anymore. Tabby was fully aware that this was her destiny, to be alone, unwanted, forcibly isolated.
Excuse me. Need to get to my locker.
Excuse me. I need to get to my locker.
Hello? You good?
Molten rage and mild embarrassment bubbled through Tabby as she stared into the face of her ultimate nemesis, Eden. Eden something or other. Last names didn't matter. It was how he treated her that made her seethe with frustration.
Hate him. I hate him. I hate him.
Yeah, I hate him too. Look at him. His dumb, cool hair and cool watch.
Always ready to tear me down at the first sign of weakness. I can see it in his eyes now. He's going to.
Listen, are you gonna move or do I have to move you?
Hey, man.
I don't want to be late to class. Come on, let me through.
Was that a threat?
What?
Tabby slapped a hand to her mouth. Yeah, worrying she had thrown herself in unnecessary danger. Who knew how bullies like Eden might react to being questioned? She looked around in vain at the crowd milling around them, not seeing a single friendly face.
Can't trust any of these bystanders to stand up for me.
Mm-mm-mm.
If only there was a teacher around.
Whoop his ass, Tabby. Whoop his
Is
ass.
that the bell? I'm just gonna go for it. Excuse me.
Tabby watched in horror as Eden reached for her. Okay. I defend myself or hesitate. I'm gonna defend myself. Before she even knew what was happening, Tabby's hand moved on defensive instinct, making contact with Eden's face. Yeah, I don't know what that face is, but achievement! Bitch slap! The resulting smack was pitiful to hear, and Eden seemed more confused than hurt.
Ow.
Ow!
I was just trying to defend myself. You were going to hurt me.
Who's screaming? What's going on here?
Mr. Teacher.
Come on, kids.
Oh,
Class is
hello,
almost
Mr.
starting.
Teacher.
The two of you still loitering around.
Tabby spun towards her homeroom, teacher's voice in recognition, searching for his authoritative presence.
Mr. Teacher, did you see him?
Teacher, he did
Sorry,
it!
T.
It was all
Tabby
him!
just wouldn't move.
The hallway rapidly emptied out around them, as any stragglers and witnesses fled to their respective
I
classrooms.
just need to get my books. Promise.
Yeah.
Is there a reason
Yeah.
you can't move away from Eden's locker, Tabby?
Tabby gawked it incredulously at her homeroom teacher, and then stepped off to the side, shaking her head no.
How could Mr. Teacher take the side of a known bully?
Exactly. How dare he? Honestly, she should have known. No one would be on her side, not even the ones in charge.
Since I'm on my way to... And I have the worst headache from moving pumpkins all morning across campus, I'll give you all a pass. You better be in your seats by the time I get there. But no running. That includes you too, Caleb. I know you're just waiting for your friends, but don't let them make you late.
Who? When did he get here? Who is... what? For just a second, Tabby considered speaking up and pleading her case. But the moment passed as quickly as it came. Mr. Teacher didn't bother to linger, all but jogging off to greet a different group of students. Tabby stared sullenly at his back before walking briskly in the direction of her classroom.
All right, settle down, kids.
Alright. Mr. Teacher attempted to rein his homeroom class for the 5th time that morning. But just like every other year, the students were too excited about Halloween Spirit Week to pay attention. He decided to launch into his 3-part lesson on the history of Halloween.
Halloween originated from the pagan festival Samhain,
Ah,
which marked the end of the harvest and the dwindling barrier between humans and the other world.
nice. A portion of the students fell for his well-rehearsed hook and began to quiet down.
It's easy to forget about all of that in the modern-day Halloween traditions. But if you take a closer look, you'll see that many have deeper historical roots.
Huh.
It's really quite fascinating stuff.
It does sound pretty cool. Even so, a handful of the students continue to discuss their Halloween plans in hushed excitement.
I can't wait for you guys to see how
Oh, hello,
awesome I made
Stu.
my costume for the Halloween party. The lady with the super freaky haunted house on my block helped me design it.
I still can't decide whether to be a zombie werewolf or a vampire ghost.
Zombie werewolf. How would the vampire ghost thing work? I feel like I mess with vampires and zombies, so why couldn't that be an option? A zombie vampire.
Unless, do you think I could be a zombie werewolf vampire ghost?
Yes.
Oh, are we talking costume?
Hey, get out of here, Eden.
$20, my monster costume is the scariest.
Kick rocks, buddy. How fitting for the bully to love terrifying people.
Your face already scares me.
Is something
Oh
funny?
no!
Tabby, do you have something to share with the class?
Tabby felt her stomach drop as the whole class turned to stare at her. Of course, he let his favorite students get away with talking during class, but not her. Tabby tried to shallow the lump forming in her throat, but she just became more nervous by the second.
I think we're all just excited to dress up for Halloween. I know,
What is-
I can't wait to decorate.
That's great, but I still have exciting signs about Halloween throughout the decades.
Alright. I didn't realize it, but apparently I had like a game capture and a display capture going, and they were both trying to like attack each other, so like my screen would be flickering on my OBS. And anyway, the class collectively groaned. Tabby breathed a quiet sigh of relief.
It's really quite interesting. There's fascinating tie-ins with the Day of the Dead and the glorious gourds of harvest. I could wax poetic about it.
You already gave this presentation before.
Yeah, dude, you already did it.
I did more research, and now I have extra footnotes.
Yeah, but...
Oh, fine. I don't know how I was supposed to have a normal class this week anyway.
yeah.
Why don't we put a
Alright.
twist on it by giving historical context to our proposed decorations?
Ooh, Mr. Teacher. Oh. Mr. Teacher. Ah. Why don't we put... he already said that.
What, reenact the Salem witch trials?
That would be sick.
That's a cool idea. We could pretend to burn you.
Shut up, dude.
What? He totally just threatened me in front of the class. Surely Mr. Teacher won't let that slide.
Yeah, Tabby would be such a good witch.
Tonathan? Who is Tonathan?
I don't know if the school board would approve of that.
He's just going to brush it off?
All right, kids.
He's just going to.
All right.
Oh.
He's just
Oh, I didn't know I...
Yeah.
Yeah, but wait, who is
Tabby would be
Tonathan?
such
Who is he?
All right, kids, I'll start dividing the class decoration types into groups and share a mini lesson about each of them. So, listen up. For instance, why do you think pumpkins became associated with Halloween?
Because they're spooky looking.
There's something else that's happening around the same time.
Oh, the harvest!
If you want to take care of the jack-o'-lanterns, try
What?
an answer.
Eager hand shot up in the air. Mr. Teacher picked out one of them.
Because it's harvest season?
Hey, I said that. That was...
Ding, ding, ding.
Yes!
You got it!
Yes!
Harvest season is decorative gourd season, folks.
Mm-hmm.
Carving pumpkins was a tradition
I
before Halloween.
put all my effort into that question.
But the term jack-o'-lantern started with Stingy Jack, an Irish legend that will give you the heat.
Tabby tuned the rest of the lecture out, only listening for what theme decoration was being offered next. Mr. Teacher droned on and on until finally...
Why do you think Halloween was associated with death?
Shit, I don't know.
This one gets to be in charge of making all of our skulls and skeletons.
Ooh. Tabby was never a class participation kind of girl, but now her hand flew up in the air. As you can see, it is quite up. Mr. Teacher looked at Tabby, eyebrows raised in acknowledgement. By some Halloween miracle, she could see her name forming on his lips.
Probably because winter is coming, right?
What? Dude!
Back then, lots of people died in the winter.
That's correct, Eden. Winters 2,000 years ago meant
Tabby seethed at the injustice of it all.
How could they do this to me?
Tabby was the one with the special connection with skeletons. But every single year, well, only last year, but last year, Eden swept in and snatched what she wanted, what she deserved.
Hey, I had my hand up.
Mr. Teacher looked at Tabby, taken aback, as if he'd forgotten she even existed.
well, you can answer the next question.
Tabby gritted her teeth. She really didn't want to let this go, but everyone was staring at her. Stupid cheeks were getting redder and redder.
That's just stupid.
Yeah,
It's not fair.
it's not. It's not. Even as Tabby clapped a hand on... What? Mr. Teacher raised an eyebrow in judgment. The angry part of Tabby wished she could smack the disapproving expression off his face. But her frustration withered away as she crumpled into herself, heart sinking.
I'll always be the first to get picked on, and the last pick for everything else.
How about you let me continue the lesson and the two of you can work together? This is Spirit Week and I...
Do I want to work with him?
Detentions for disrupting class.
Sounds cool. I'm sure Tabby will come up with something really freaky. You know, given how into this stuff she is.
What's that supposed to mean? What's
Oh,
that
yeah,
supposed to mean?
Totally. She's the type to freak people out. It's awesome.
Too bad Tabby works alone.
Like Batman. Ooh, or the Joker.
Eden grinned at Tabby. Tabby felt a horrified shiver run down her spine, and she braced herself for what was coming.
She looks like him too, if you turned his smile upside down.
The other students tittered at that typical middle school fashion.
Hey, for real.
Who the fuck is
Tabby would be
Tonathan?
the best
Who are
villain.
you? Tabby would be the best villain.
They're
Like-
laughing at me now. They're all laughing at me because of him.
Because of him.
Settle down, class. And that's not nice, Eden.
Only joking. Tabby got me good earlier too. That's just how we do, right, Tabs?
Yeah, man. Whatever you say. Eden held out his fist towards Tabby, Tabby fixed him with her best death glare.
Classic Tabby.
Awkward!
Well, Tabby, if you want, you can work with Eden and...
And
I am not working with Eden.
I am not working with Eden.
Uh,
She scowled at Mr. Teacher.
He's still picking Eden over me? Why? Why do they all love him so much? What do they see in a bully like him?
He's got cool hair, dude. Oh, I didn't read. The class moved on, but Tabby just sat reliving the feeling of everyone laughing at her. Soon, all the decorations were assigned, and the class split off into their working groups. Slowly, the room began to look more and more spooktacular. Hey, I messed with this. Hey, this is sick. As a reward for their hard work, Mr. Teacher handed out spooky stickers, spouting Halloween facts all the while. But of course, he skipped over Tabby entirely.
Tabby isn't helping.
Tabby, do you want to join my group?
Tonathan, dude, no.
Not too late to team up if you want to do skeletons.
Fucking... Get your cool ass out of here. Okay, well, I'm rejecting Tonathan. Or wait. Huh.
It's not too late.
Hey, how come Tabby...
It's not too late.
Yeah, I'm gonna reject Tonathan, because fuck Tonathan. They were clearly taunting her. No point in staying around a bunch of bullies. Tabby started packing up her bag, watching the clock anxiously so she could be the first one out when the bell rang.
I really think you should have been the one to do skeletons.
I don't even know who you are, dude.
We can talk to Mr. Teacher together if you like.
Tabby's mind struggled to make sense of what was happening.
Wait, is he talking to me?
Yeah? Who else would he be talking
What
to?
was his name again?
Shit, I don't know. She had never even spoken to this popular kid before, much less seen him approach her in general vicinity.
He's not making fun of me, is he?
No.
You're not the only one Eden's burned before. Maybe together, we can finally knock him down a peg.
Yeah.
This isn't a trick, is it?
I am Calum,
Calum.
and this is no trick. I'll stand by your side.
Calum patted Tabby on the shoulder, and she recoiled, almost hissing at him. Personal space, please. But then, oddly enough, Tabby felt a tingle on her shoulder where he had touched her, but like butterflies were dancing on her skin. Gross. She wasn't developing a crush, was she? Calum gave her a small smile.
So what do you say?
He looks stupid.
Shall
Don't
we
like this
tackle
dude. He
this
looks
together?
stupid. Wasn't that what she had always wanted? To have someone see her? Really see her? As a person worth talking to her? Now here was someone who was ready to back her up. At last.
Okay, we can stay behind after class then.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Get Eden to stick around and we can...
What? No! Just the two of us. I don't want him around.
No,
No.
Tabby. Trust me.
No! He'll just ruin everything by charming Mr. Teacher. I'm not going if Eden is.
Tabby crossed her arms. As you can see, her arms are crossed.
All right. As you wish.
Yeah, I get... Calum, whatever he said his name was, inclined his head at Tabby in thoughtful agreement. As the rest of the students continue to work on bringing that Halloween spirit to life, Tabby bounced in her seat, almost vibrating in place with sudden energy. She barely heard Mr. Teacher announce to the class that it was time to clean up. Not long after, the bell rang. The other students shuffled out the door until there was only Calum, and Tabby left. Tabby turned her critical gaze towards Mr. Teacher and prepped herself to approach. Mr. Teacher hummed to himself, trying to ignore the grouchy elephant in the room. He reminded himself that he became a teacher because he wanted to inspire the next generation. He genuinely cared about his lessons and wanted everyone to enjoy his class. But for reasons out of his control, kids could be real shitheads. There were kids who tuned his lessons out, kids who rolled their eyes at everything he said, even kids who managed to scowl at him for a full hour. Kids like Tabitha Bones. Her expression had been so disarming, so spooky, that he had been too nervous to even go near her. And as she was standing in front of his desk, with her arms crossed, an equally wicked scowl on her face. What reason did she have to glower at him? If anything, if the horror stories from the other teachers were to be believed, rumor had it last Halloween a girl with a permanently gloomy demeanor had attempted to bring butcher bones in as decorations. While the girl in question didn't have any bones on hand now, Mr. Teacher willed himself to be brave. He cleared his throat once, twice.
Tabby, can I help you?
Tabby, can I help you? Tabby took a deep breath, sensing the reservations Mr. Teacher had towards her. She was glad Callum was with her.
I don't think you should let Eden decorate skeletons instead of me.
Yeah. Mr. Teacher stared at her in stunned silence. Tabby sped onwards, afraid to lose her courage.
He's clearly a bully. And if
Obviously.
you're a bad teacher.
Yeah, Mr. Whatever you look like, yeah. You're a bad teacher. Mr. Teacher furrowed his brow, lip trembling ever so slightly. Ouch. He was hurt by Tabby's words more than either of them probably expected. She could probably sniff out his people-pleasing tendencies. But he could just as easily put those away, especially to call out students who had stepped out of line.
Look, I'm not sure why you wouldn't let Eden get to his locker, or why you said he was scary looking. Yes, I heard what you
Because
said.
he is. Tabby glared at him, readying herself for an accusation. Mr. Teacher braced himself against the desk, trying to remain calm at the obvious hatred being beamed towards him.
I don't know what's going on between the two of you, but I'm going to call Eden here and
No!
resolve the...
No.
I don't want to be near him.
Yeah,
I want you to listen. Calum agrees with me too.
he does. He does indeed. Tabby gestured at the spot next to her, only to be met with an empty space. Wait. Where's the weird dude? Mr. Teacher's frown deepened. Then he flexed his fingers and Oh, dude, those are some freaky fingers. What kind of bluff was he trying to pull? There were no other students left in the room.
I'm sure we can resolve this right now.
Mr. Teacher got up from his desk, glad to be out of the range from Tabby's burning gaze. He poked his head out of the classroom, hoping Eden hadn't wandered off already. Luckily, the boy was still close by, chatting with a familiar green-haired student. Mr. Teacher felt vindicated at seeing Callum out in the hallway. Clearly, Tabby had been mistaken.
Could you step inside for a moment?
Eden raised his eyebrows, but didn't hesitate to re-enter the classroom.
What's this about?
No!
No, why'd you call him in here?
You...
Tabby exhaled loudly. From the outside, she appeared to be flaring her nostrils in deep frustration. Yeah, looks like that.
You took the decorations I wanted.
Yeah. Eden shrugged.
biggie. Let's do it together after class.
No biggie. Yes, biggie.
Dude, that
You always get what you want.
that was my thing, not yours.
No big. Yes,
Huh? Like when?
Like last year.
you get away with
And
everything.
earlier in the hallway.
Like that time you put gum in my hair and I had to cut off my pigtails.
Dude, you've got gigantic pigtails. I don't... When did this happen?
When did I do that? I haven't even chewed gum since the 3rd grade.
How do you... Okay, one, how have you not done it since the 3rd grade? And two, why do you have it, like, marked down? What?
Oh, wait. Oh. That was you? I totally forgot.
Oh, this all happened in, like, the 3rd grade.
That's it? Do you have any idea how long it took to grow it back?
Okay. I'm sorry.
It's not funny. And Caleb agrees.
Caleb? What's Caleb got to do with this?
I don't know, man. Mr. Teacher pinched the bridge of his nose, feeling an uncomfortable tingling in his brow, like a headache was settling in. Or worse, a migraine. Headache-inducing. Children were always so noisy. He hoped they would settle down soon, not that they ever did. Never fast enough. Never listening to his pleas to be quiet.
Be quiet.
But
Be quiet.
Tabby and Eden both fell silent, unused to this harsher tone from their homeroom teacher.
There. Was that so hard?
No, he's tweaking. He's tweaking out. No. It didn't need to be. All those years of being a doormat for kids much too young to know better than him. Waves of resentment washed over him, built up from countless instances of holding his tongue, of being an adult. That's right. He was in charge, not them. He needed to reclaim his space and authority.
Both of you, get out.
Teach? You look a bit weird.
Using Mr. Teacher as a distraction, I see.
That was low. Even for Eden. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him.
Please, get out.
Mr. Teacher's voice was strained and whispery. Eden probably hurt his feelings.
Alright. See you later, Teach.
Alright, bet. See you later.
What a jerk.
Mr. Teacher clutched his head, gritting his teeth.
Oh, should I get a nurse?
He didn't trust himself to speak. Instead, he shut his eyes tight, hoping Tabby would be magically gone when he opened them again. He could hear Tabby shuffling from foot to foot in front of his desk. It also sounded like she was opening her mouth and closing it again every few seconds, which irritated him even more. Mr. Teacher's eyes snapped open. The sight of Tabby still standing around and glaring at him made his blood pressure spike. Why was that brat still here? Hadn't he told her to leave? She never listened. Always thinking she was in the right. Always thinking she knew best. A little brat like her. The tingling got worse, making it harder for Mr. Teacher to think clearly. Only one line of thought made it through the mental fog.
Mr.
Tabby shrunk back fearfully as Mr. Teacher smiled a too-wide smile with too many teeth.
You brats just love testing my patience, don't you? Bad students get detention. But that would be a bigger punishment for me than you.
Oh, what's going on here, man? Are you?
After all, children who don't listen are no
Hey,
better
hey,
than vermin.
hey, man! It doesn't gotta be like this.
And as we know from history, vermin deserve a far worse punishment. Can you guess what that is?
No. What is it? Tabby backed away, bumping immediately into the desk. The blood seemed to drain from her face.
Oh, come on, Tabby. There's a fun little sticker in it for you. Tabby, you should have paid more attention in class instead of scowling all the time.
Oh.
The answer is
Oh no.
extermination.
Dude, no. Tabby jumped out of the way as Mr. Teacher's brand new claws just barely missed her arm.
Claws?
What the? The desk that Tabby had just been standing in front of crumbled beneath Mr. Teacher's weight.
Oh.
No, what landed and stared at Tabby from the wreckage with cool reptilian eyes was not Mr. Teacher. Instead, Mr. Monster! No! It lunged at her once more. She dove under the nearest desk, but she didn't dare to stay there for long. Tabby crawled towards the next set of tables as fast as her poor athletic record allowed. The desk she had just been under flew across the room and shattered against the wall. With desperation and fear coursing through her, Tabby scrambled to her feet.
Please, 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 please.
Gunning it for the classroom door, Tabby pounced on the doorknob.
Of course, it's locked. Of course. Why would it work? Everything else seems to be going wrong. Why not this too?
From behind, she could hear the warbled snarling before a dark shape sailed overhead. Smash. The pulverized debris of what had once been a desk rained down on her. Tabby shrieked and covered her head. She tried the doorknob again, despite knowing it was no use.
Help! Someone! Help!
Tabby whipped around, pressing herself onto the door, like she might be able to phase through it. The monster approached her with a bloodthirsty aura and clever eyes. He had cornered her, and he knew it. At the sight of his misshapen, uncanny, too sharp grin, Tabby's legs gave out. Like her body knew the fight would have been over soon. She couldn't blame them. Everyone always abandoned her in the end. Why try anymore?
It's useless. I'm useless.
There was nothing more she could do. It's not like Mr. Teacher was ever gonna listen. He never had before, so why would this time be any different? She just wished, for once in her miserable life, someone would have really, truly stayed by her side. What? What are you?
I'm.
What the crap?
That's what I'm saying! Snap. The monster chased after the new nuisance, his jaws snapping wildly. Whatever the tiny creature was, it unzipped around the room. It zipped around the room in a panic.
I'm Strength, and I'm here to guide you on your.
What the hell? Help out! What am I supposed to do? Tabby gapped at the little guy in an alarm. She had no energy left. the fight was as good as over. What did it want from her?
Don't just stand there! Help!
Tabby took one long look at Mr. Monster's terrifying teeth and the tiny red being running around the desks, and hightailed it in the corner of the room as far from them as possible.
It's a goddamn monster! I'm just a little girl! What are you anyway?
I'm a pixie!
Ah.
And I can't handle this on my own!
The monster swiped at Strength, who darted into the high corner of the ceiling, temporarily out of its reach. The pixie huffed, eyeing Mr. Monster nervously. He threw an equally nervous glance at Tabby. Suddenly and unexpectedly, Strength brightened up, snapping his finger.
Yeah, I've got it. I'll just give you some candy.
Strength whipped out a sparkling wand the size of his body from who knows where. Wait, it's the one in the cursor. Whoa.
Candy?
Yeah, candy. Wait.
How the hell is a piece of candy gonna help us right now? Also, I don't take candy from strangers.
Mm-mm-mm.
Eat it or we'll die! It's magic!
Magic candy, on the other hand. Mr. Monster pounced at Strength, swiping his claws at the shiny object.
No toys in class.
The wand flew out of Strength's hand and spun towards Tabby.
Use the wand!
Tabby grabbed it and let out a few practice swings, preparing to bash whatever came her way with it.
Not like that!
What do you want me to do? Despite zipping through the air to avoid Mr. Monster's jaws, Strength's voice reached Tabby with surprisingly clear instructions.
The candy, Tabby! You have to eat the candy!
Wait, the candy, like, in the handle of the wand or whatever? While Mr. Monster was still fixated on Strength, Tabby weighed her options. Yeah, I'm gonna eat the candy. Tabby gripped the wand with fear and fury. She hated being told what to do, but if it was a choice between suspicious candy and the jaws of a monster, she'd take the Jawbreaker any day. But it had better not be strawberry flavored. Oh shit. Oh! Oh shit! Oh shit! I'm a fucking magical girl! Yeah! She looks very not happy. Tabby tried to reorient herself in space, frantically looking for the whereabouts of the monster in the room. Oh, there it is. The monster stared back at Tabby, a bewildered expression on his face. He didn't seem to be coming after her just yet, but Tabby quickly scanned the room for any sign of Strength. Had he been eaten already? She was ready to rip into him, demand an explanation for, well, everything. She glanced down at herself, trying to pinpoint the source of that soft jingling noise she kept hearing.
What is this?
Your magic. That's where Strength went. You stole his clothes. A giant pom-pom obstructed part of her view, beyond which all she could see was a gaudy mix of red and black.
What the hell is this? Is this a joke? I knew it. This is a goddamn prank, isn't it?
Well, that's new.
Oh, there.
Okay, everything will be okay.
Where's he at? Strength continued rambling, but was nowhere to be seen. Was his voice coming from inside Tabby's brain?
Great. I definitely imagined him.
Well, it seems like we're stuck together. Yup, I can't move at all, and that's totally okay. With everything. They didn't warn me about this, but it's fine. It's fine.
They? Who are they?
God, this is it. I finally cracked. freaking out.
Tabby started to shake, half crying and half laughing at the ridiculous situation. The bells on a horrific outfit jingled with tremors. Mr. Monster tilted his head at the sound, eyes glinting. Ding, ting, clink, ting-a-ling.
Watch out!
Mr. Monster was before her in one pounce, his claws raked through the air, straight towards Tabby's head. By pure instinct, Tabby dodged the attack, doing a backflip across the room.
Huh? Did I just do that?
Yeah, no,
How?
how'd you do that?
That's the power of strength.
But I don't have strength. I can barely do a push-up.
You do now, Tabs. With me at the helm, we're unstoppable. Now get us out of here.
Okay. Tabby did feel a little stronger than usual, but a backflip? Maybe that candy was magic.
What else can I do?
Huh. Let's wrangle up the I don't wanna destroy the classroom yet. I mean, like, look at how cool it looks. Taking advantage of this hindered speed, or of his hindered speed, Tabby snatched the string of Skull's caution tape to the walls. Now she was the one stampeding towards Mr. Monster. Tabby grinned, knowing he wouldn't be able to lay a single claw on her. She made several tight turns around the beast, wrapping the decorations around his legs with speed and agility. Mr. Monster thrashed around violently, but the makeshift binding seemed to hold for now.
Oh, wait. Oh, there's something familiar about that monster.
Yeah.
Those sparkles, maybe? Isn't that magic?
Hey, sparkles. The decorations around Mr. Monster's legs began to tear.
Tabby, that's not gonna hold! Quick, use the wand!
I'm using it. Oh. On cue, Tabby swung the wand at Mr. Monster and beat him with it.
Not like that! Wave it around!
Okay. Tabby aggressively waved the wand at Mr. Monster, managing to smack him in the face again. Mr. Monster slumped back, eyes rolling around in pain.
I said around! Like, around!
Tabby moved her arms in a wider circle, swinging the wand above her head like it was a lasso. A soft glow enveloped both of them. As if by magic, Tabby felt the ridiculous outfit she was wearing pop off. Suddenly, she was back in her regular clothes.
Glad that worked.
Where's Mr. Monster's whimpers faded into the groan of a rapidly approaching middle-aged teacher. Now that's kind of sad. The soft light dissipated. Mr. Teacher blinked once, twice. He struggled instinctively against the decorations, binding his legs, and then looked around the room, horrified. On cue, someone pounded at the door. Miraculously, the locked door swung open and the students poured into the room. It was clear from the sound level that a small crowd had formed outside. Gossipy chatter turned immediately into horrified gasps. They were all audible from the hall, and maybe even the other classrooms.
I thought I felt an earthquake or something. We couldn't get in. What even happened here? Where's Mr. Teacher? Tabby, what's going on?
Mr. Teacher?
Oh.
Are you
Jonathan,
alright?
we told you not to come back in here, man. The other students quickly took in the sight of Tabby looming over their bound and bruised teacher. Shredded construction paper and wood dust fluttered through the air. Tabby's pride at having defeated the monster quickly shifted in a nervous apprehension.
That Tabby is something else. Did she seriously ruin our decorations?
How is that what you're worried
It-
about? Mr. Teacher looks like he's on the verge of tears.
It wasn't us, man.
Is that really his name?
Yeah.
I'm okay. I'm alright. Oh, okay. Oh, I think I might have broken a rib.
I
Give me one moment.
okay. Bloods versus Crips. Bloods versus Crips. The other students removed the decoration bindings from the teacher's legs, wincing when the paper crafts tore in the process.
Did she beat him up?
Yeah, I did.
So, I can't even think of a good word.
So horrible.
Fuck you, Jonathan. The last accusation finally shook Tabby out of her stupor.
It's not my fault. It was Mr. Teacher. He wasn't himself. He started throwing stuff at the decorations.
That's impossible. Mr. Teacher wouldn't do that. He loves Halloween.
You didn't see him.
He turned into
Yeah.
a monster.
I saw a very hairy middle-aged man in front of me, and it was very scary.
I can't believe you do all this and lie about it. We thought you were cool.
I am cool. Look at me. Look at my huge pigtails.
Now, hold on, guys. Let's hear Mr. Teacher's side of things. Is Tabby telling the truth?
No.
I'll be in the nurse's office.
Mr. Teacher got up with multiple groans and winces, gratefully accepting the support of nearby students.
Why won't he tell them?
He doesn't know what happened.
Doesn't seem like he's in any shape to say much of anything right now, Tabby.
I can't believe this. I can't believe this. It's my fault.
Whose fault is it then? No one else was here.
Jonathan, fuck you.
Just calm down, Tabs. If you explain yourself well enough, I'm sure they'll listen.
No, they
Deep
won't.
breath. In, out, and elaborate.
And
Already
elaborate.
did elaborate.
Yeah,
There's nothing left to say.
she's
I
right.
was in the room with Mr. Teacher, and he turned into that horrible beast. He was crushing desks and
Real nice story, Tabby. But what does that have to do with wrecking our decorations?
It wasn't me.
My poor paper pumpkin.
Your pumpkins were shit anyway, dude.
We're gonna get disqualified now.
No.
But I
They're not
didn't
worried about
wreck
everything
them.
else
I
being
wouldn't
destroyed.
have been put in this situation if it wasn't for.
Enough.
Yeah, if it wasn't for you, where the fuck have you been? Where have you been?
Forth is getting us nowhere.
No. You explain yourself. Callum stepped forward and stood between her and the crowd of students. Despite his outburst, he didn't seem angry and smiled kindly at them instead.
I'm sure nobody meant any harm. Things happen, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure nobody meant any harm. Why don't we all just drop the unpleasantness?
For a split second, he directed his smile at Tabby.
We can work out the details later. I'll talk to Tabby, and...
We'll go check on Mr. Teacher.
Okay,
Fantastic
yeah.
idea. Just what I was going to say.
Yeah, man,
I'll go too.
Thank you, Stu. You're a real trooper.
how are you just...
As for everyone else...
What?
Shoo, I promise. We've got this handled.
At Calum's authoritative direction, the group that had formed dissipated. After a few seconds, Tabby was alone with the green-haired boy.
So, is this a friend of yours?
What? No! I don't hang out with other.
Yeah, nah, he literally just... He just dipped. He
Ah,
pranked us.
how did I know.
We almost got touched by a middle-aged man because of him. Ignoring Strength's comment, Tabby focused her attention on Calum, unsure if what he wanted with her. Or if she could still trust him after he disappeared on her. Wait! The last thought faded away as Tabby noticed Calum had a gremlin of his own on his shoulder. Unlike Strength, Calum's pixie companion had a quieter energy. He stared at Tabby with critical and sleepy eyes.
Looks like there was a lot of destruction.
Who the hell are you?
Indeed. And yet our prize seems to have gotten away. For now.
Who are you again?
I am Calum. We spoke earlier this
I might have been saying that right. I don't know.
Why does he talk like that?
I am Calum. We spoke earlier this morrow.
Why does he
Yeah, no,
talk
he
like
didn't talk like that earlier.
No, not you. That. The little guy.
The name's Magician,
Stupid name.
and you are Tabitha.
Stupid name.
Hold on. Why does everyone know my name? My full name.
Yeah, wait. Calum spoke again, pushing his glasses higher up on the bridge of his nose.
You have my apologies. It would seem as though my plans have slightly... what's the word? Misfired.
Misfired? Misfired? That's more than a misfire, you weirdo! You stitched that crazy monster on me?
The answer to that is ambiguous. Yes and no. Both can be, and indeed are, true.
Can you cut the crap? Explain yourself! And use words under 4 syllables, damn it!
My intentions all along have been to get that
I just
horrible
don't like
bully
this
in
dude.
detention.
First you leave us, and then you're... My intentions all along have been to get that horrible bully in detention. Like,
He's a menace. An annoying, terrible menace. Like a cicada in an otherwise perfectly brewed cup of coffee.
Calum's triad came to a sudden halt as Magician wordlessly tugged on his collar. In response, the boy tilted his head to listen as the pixie whispered something into his ear.
What's that? The metaphor makes no sense?
Yeah, I wasn't really paying attention. Magician nodded.
Like a cicada in a screened door. All he does is make a racket without any care of who he's scaring.
He stopped for a moment, seeking the pixie's approval. When Magician nodded again, Calum took it as permission to continue.
As you can see, I'm also a friend of Pixie's. My most powerful ally is Magician, the Pixie of Manipulate.
Magician gave Calum's collar a sharp tug.
A magical influence.
It's manipulation.
I can stack any situation in my favor, with the extra power to trigger transformations, often of an unpleasant kind. The assignment was clear from the start. Get Eden to fight the teacher, or wet himself trying. Get Eden sent to detention, ruin Eden's reputation, book a vacation to celebrate, I don't know.
Yeah, but what if the teacher, like, ate him? Never thought of that? My pixie looks cooler than your pixie. Haha. With each word that left Calum's mouth, Strength's little round face twisted into an increasingly worried frown.
If that was your master plan, you failed, Four Eyes!
Nah, Four Eyes.
Got me in hot water instead! Your stupid scheme was super convoluted. You think a big Dumbo like Eden could have survived those teeth long enough to get detention? Even if you wanted to terrify him, you didn't have to deadlock the door. I could have been killed!
The door?
Yes, the door.
That's never happened before. Our power doesn't work on inanimate objects.
And who...
I told you it was a terrible plan, Calum. You should
Yeah.
listen to me.
Calum frowned, clearing his throat.
Ahem. I didn't mean for you to get involved, of course. But you were never in any real harm. I would have stepped in. You understand? Had your powers not kicked in, everything was still within my calculation. And for your sake, we had to. It would have been a disaster if the beast rampage. You might have been going for some kind of horrible witchcraft.
Looking out for me?
Yeah. I'm hearing a lot of baloney right now.
Exactly. You think I would have just abandoned
Bunch of
you in your time of need?
hippy-dippy baloney.
Yes.
Of course
Yeah.
not.
Yeah,
I
I
had
do.
to play my cards right for our sake.
Uh-huh.
Which unfortunately involves subjecting you
Uh-huh.
to close proximity with that orange-haired wretch. But he was almost in our grasp. Look how close we
Hey,
got.
why you... Don't tweak out on me now, man. I almost just died.
Imagine what the two of you could achieve together, fully powered up.
Yes, The heights we could reach. The punishment we could inflict.
Or we don't think about that. I'm a big fan of talking things out instead.
Your execution
Huh.
was patchy at best, but I can agree that it would have been pretty entertaining to see that guy suffer
Yeah.
once.
That motherfucker took my skeleton making job.
Yes, I knew you would understand.
Thank you.
Only we
Thank you.
can bring that candy gobbling fool to his knees.
I mean, still, fuck you, man, but come on.
So, what did Eden do to you?
What didn't that bully do? He got up to every bit of mischief in the book.
Why do I look like
wouldn't
that?
be surprised
Why
if
do I-
he'd commit arson
why do I
in
look
my
like that?
house, if given the chance. I swear, it was that bad.
Yes. Yes! Finally! Someone else who understood what she had been through.
Right? He's always getting up to something.
It's always like this. He starts the fight and then kicks you while you're down.
Alright, well, this has been a long episode, so I'm gonna cut it off here. Let me go ahead and save. There we go. Yeah. But any guys, blah, 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 blah. Anyways, guys, if you enjoyed so far this is definitely going to be a series that I'm going to be uploading. And make sure to hit that liker button. Hit that subscriber. Perchance, maybe help a bro out. Listen to his music in the description down below. Anyways, I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.